All right, I thought it was important to get another video out this week because guess what? Ben Affleck said it's over. All right, let's get into the thick of this. And before I talk about the whole Ben Affleck story and what's happening, I do want to bring up another story, and this is originally why I was going to do a video before the weekend hit, is that the CW is up for sale. Warner Brothers looks like it is trying to get rid of everything related to their film department and their TV department, which I don't think is necessarily a bad thing. And I think a lot of this has to stem with how the shows have gone on the CW for several years. The only good new show to come out of the CW is Superman and Lois, which has been pretty phenomenal. It's filmed in a 2.35:1 format, so it's a very wide screen and has a feature film quality to it and is really well done. And it is nothing like the other shows. I had to stop watching Supergirl in the third season. It just got ridiculous with the politics, and same with some of the other shows. And so the quality of their shows have gone downhill. I didn't even bother to watch Batwoman, and I'm glad I haven't based on the things I've read. So they've been struggling, and it's their own fault. And so now they're looking to sell the CW off, which will probably be a good thing. Maybe Discovery will buy it. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But that is up for grabs right now, and that is going on. So let's talk about Ben Affleck here. I'm going to read to you exactly what he said about being in the Flash movie. He said, "Maybe my favorite scenes in terms of Batman were in the Flash. I hope they maintain the integrity of what we did because I thought it was great and really interesting. It was really, really satisfying and encouraging, and I thought, wow, I think I have finally figured it out." He adds that his experiences working on Zack Snyder's Justice League and The Flash put a really nice finish on my experience with that character. So he's done. That's what he's saying. All right. Here's the truth. I'm bringing this up and I'm laughing because there's somebody on YouTube here who has been ragging on me for even mentioning that the Snyderverse could be restored. And he tried to prove to me that Ben Affleck was done by posting a two-year-old video on YouTube that I didn't even bother to watch because it's 2 years old. It was before they announced Zack Snyder's Justice League and before Ben Affleck was in The Flash. And I told everybody back then that Ben Affleck never said he was done. Jimmy Kimmel said he was done, and they threw up the Batman costume with a thing on it. But Ben Affleck never said he was done playing the character, and I told people that. I'm an actor. I'm a professional actor. It's what I do for a living. I'm a voice actor. I live in that world. I know what NDAs are. I know how the whole game is played and what people can and cannot say. And what's more important about what actors say, it's what they don't say. It's not what they say, it's what they don't say. He still has yet to say he's done playing Batman. Yes, he's putting a nice finishing touch by being in The Flash, but here's the reality of what's going on. With the sale of Warner Brothers to Discovery, there's a lot of things that are going to be shuffled around. We don't know where the cards are going to lay and where the dominoes are going to end up at the end of the day. Okay, we just don't know, but there are definitely things happening behind the scenes, things we don't know about. So looking at this, I guarantee you, based on Ben Affleck's past comments, if they continue with the Snyderverse after this merger, Ben Affleck will be back. I absolutely guarantee it. Okay? If they continue with Hamada and the whole Hamadaverse, Ben's out. He's made that very clear. He doesn't want to deal with these people anymore. And he's made comments about the experience of working with these people and how he loved working with Andy on the Flash film, and he had some very specific things he needed done to come back, and that has actually been documented. And so maybe he is done with the Flash. We don't know. I'm not assuming he's done. And that's not me just hoping. It's what actors don't say and what's happening behind the scenes. Cavill's also not saying anything at all other than that he wants to still play Batman, so he's still in play as well. So I'm not counting him out just yet. And if this is his final movie, then, as Batman, then that's the only reason I will go see The Flash. if I find out they're erasing it, it looks like what Hamada's trying to do is just erase everything that Zack Snyder did one by one. So I don't know where this is going to end up at the end of the day, but I laugh at these people making comments that he said he's been done, that he said this in the past. He never said he was done playing Batman, and he still hasn't. He just says it was a nice finishing touch on his experience with that character. Because if the Hamada-verse continues forward, he is done. And I would be too. I wouldn't be putting up with the crap that Hamada and his group have done at Warner Brothers. They're a terrible group of people. They don't know how to manage these properties in any way, shape, or form. And so it's not that I love Zack Snyder. I love what he was doing, and I really wish that the studios would have let him do what he was doing. And I want to see a continuation of the Justice League, and I'm hoping one day we get to see Ben Affleck's standalone Batman movie. That script, by several people, they said it's amazing, and it's probably the best thing we would have ever seen in regards to Batman on screen. But it never got to be. It was never made because of the ridiculousness of how Warner Brothers runs their business. So, does this mean he's done? No, it doesn't. Could it mean he's done? Could. It absolutely could. But it's all going to depend on what happens with The Flash. And if, like I said in past videos, if they come in and say that he is done and they're going to wipe him from existence so he can't come back in any way, then that movie is going to fail. And this just tells me I won't be seeing the Batgirl movie either, and I won't be supporting HBO Max and their agenda either if we're going to luckily that movie doesn't come out until 2023, so we'll see where everything ends up at that point. So it's going to depend on what happens between now and then with the merger and what gets announced and what doesn't get announced and where they go with this. Because there very well could be some massive things that shift around once Discovery takes over, because we could hear that The Flash is being delayed and they could do what they did with Zack Snyder's Justice League and do some additional scenes. They could also there's a possibility they could reverse everything with a second Flash movie. We just don't know what's going to happen until this comes out and we find out what's happening. But again, you can't believe all of these people saying he's done. They claimed this 3-4 years ago. And that obviously did not happen. You can't count these actors out until the Fat Lady sings, and the Fat Lady has not sung just yet. Could he be done? Yeah, he could be, but I'm not assuming he is. So we'll see where this goes over the coming weeks and what else gets released in regards to The Flash. I will be covering it all here on my channel, and I will be covering everything else DC-related, TV and movie-related as it happens. Peacemaker starts here in about a week, which I'm not uber excited for, but I'll check it out. I just know it's going to be crass and disgusting, and I didn't even watch seasons 2 and 3 of Doom Patrol just because of the amount of language in it, which is over the top and excessive. But I may go back and revisit those shows. I don't know. But I will still be finishing with my Titans TV show reviews coming up. I had a hard time getting through that, but I did finally get through it. I've got the videos done. I just have to edit them and get them posted, and I'll be doing that shortly. But there's my recap before the weekend. I don't envision you'll be hearing from me this weekend unless another big announcement comes, like what came out today and yesterday. Yesterday it was the CW being sold and possibly up for sale, and also the thing with Ben Affleck today. So what are your guys' thoughts? I'm not counting them out just yet. We've seen this all before. So we'll see what happens coming up. I do appreciate it. We'll see you guys on the next video.